Would you like to discover the secret steps to manifesting? And would you like to learn how to work with universal law so you can become the powerful creator and manifester that you truly are? Well, then I invite you along to the passion test that I'll be holding on the 17th of July. This day is amazing and it's jam-packed full of information, gives you clear, purposeful steps to take that work with universal law so you can create what you desire. It will also identify what your top 5 passions are, and the passions, your passions, are actually the gateway to your soul purpose. So it's a very powerful day and lots of fun, lots of fun. I'd like to share with you an example of how the passion test works for me in my life and how it can work for you, and just actually how powerful this tool is. In 2013, I really so deeply, just desperately wanted to go and travel with Janet Bray-Atwood. She is the founder of the Passion Test in India, and help her deliver the Passion Test at the International Yoga Festival in Rishikesh. However, I'd only not long left my husband, and basically I had no money, and I was the full-time carer of my 2 beautiful children. But that wasn't going to stop me, so I implemented the passion test straight away and all the principles and the steps that are in this process. I was gifted with certain sums of money from different people, so I was able to afford to go. Then I had to coordinate who was going to look after my children. And again, abundance just fell on me. There were so many amazing people who were more than happy to help. And I managed to coordinate all of that. So I was pretty excited about going to India. However, here's the kicker and the twist. There's always a twist. About 24 hours before I had to fly out to India, so everything was paid for, everything was organised, my ex-husband phones me and says, "I'm really sorry, Marg, but I can't take the children the last week of your trip." So I was left with, oh, okay then, thank you. And first steps that I decided to do, I refused to panic and I refused to think that I would not be on that plane the next day. I implemented all the steps in the passion test that I have learned and just surrendered it. So I basically said, God, this is your problem. You sort it out. I am way too busy. I had 2 clients that I had to have sessions with on that day because I wasn't going to be in Australia for about 3.5 weeks. So I had to focus on serving them. Came round that it was time to pick up the children from school, and I still hadn't even thought about how I was going to manage to catch the plane the next day, and I think I had about 18 hours left to organise something. And so I went up to school to pick up the kids. I was chatting to a very dear friend who was a mum up there as well, and she said, "Oh, Margaret, something horrible has happened." They'd sold their house, they were moving interstate. And she said, there's a problem with the contract and we are going to be homeless for about 2 weeks. And I said, well, what dates, Narelle? And sure enough, they coincided with the last week that I was going to be in India. And I said, well, no, you're not. You're going to come and live in my house. You're not going to be homeless and you're going to look after my children. And it was awesome and problem solved. I did catch the plane the next day, knowing that my children were well cared for and knowing that everything was fine. So I could leave with peace and excitement and focus on what I wanted to achieve. It was amazing. This is a real example and shows you the power of the passion test. I will teach you how to use these tools, how to work with universal law, so you too can create and achieve what you deeply desire. So come along, click on the link, find out more information, and I'd love to see you on the 17th of July. It's going to be a great day.